Um, Greetings. I'm Jason Crouch, broker and owner of Austin, Texas Homes.
And I am James Shell, mortgage loan officer here in Austin, Texas. Let's get right into it. Interest rates are improving right now again. So I'm just going to read. And hey,
Really? I've heard it a few times.
I know. However, this
Go ahead.
is where it's a
Do they have stickability? Is the question.
it's a sustained drive. Why are things improving right now? Well, we got some news today. So as everyone knows, again, it's November 6th. This, by the way, is the longest government shutdown.
Yes.
In U.S. history.
What was longest before? Do you know?
According to AI, it was 2018, and it was 35 days.
Okay. So it's like officially right about now.
We are 37 days.
Say, right? Yeah.
Yeah. As of yesterday,
it was October 1st.
Shutdown. You are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because of the government shutdown, we do not have employment data that's coming from BLS, non-farm payrolls. We don't have unemployment rate. And all of those actually were due to be released today, which would have been market moving. However, here's the news update that we got. Signs of weakness in the labor market have lifted mortgage-backed securities this morning, which means that rates are improving. A report from a private company revealed that layoffs in October surged 183%.
Wow.
From September.
Wow.
And we're a massive 175% higher than a year ago.
Ooh, gosh.
So that was the highest level. Check this out.
To quote Adam Sandler, goo! That is nice. That's a lot of layoffs.
We'll have a gift for that. Yeah. So check this out. This is insane. This was the highest level for the month of October. That is to say, the unemployment jump in October is the highest since October of 2003.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So put a comment if you are younger than that. Okay.
Yeah. We can attract those people to watch.
I know. I was going to say that's not our demographic, but that's okay. But
all welcome.
And here's the kicker. And it has been the worst year of announced layoffs since 2009.
Yeah. It feels that way. It feels like the worst since 2009. I mean, like, yeah. The market in general feels the worst since 2009. And my income, honestly, this year reflects that.
Yeah.
Probably the worst since 2009.
Yeah.
It depends on how the end of the year plays out, because we get a little bit going.
Yeah.
A little bit of stuff happening. So we're going to have some stuff closed between now and the end of the year. But I still think it's going to end up probably there.
Right.
Really close. Anyway.
Yeah.
So last year wasn't much. It was better, but it wasn't wildly better. So.
Well, the intuition is supported by what we're seeing right now, for sure. If we're hearing, job market is strong, economy is resilient, I just disagree.
No, it's not.
That's just not true.
It doesn't seem to. No, and the people you talk to, just anecdotally, it doesn't feel that way.
Right.
You talk to people, they're talking about how much groceries cost. They're not going out as much. They're not buying superfluous things. They're, like homes, or well, and truly, like they're not moving unless they need to move.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is kind of a superfluous thing. So if you have people that are they have no reason to move, they're probably just not, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the rates where they are. And like I was talking to David, our friend David Inslee, yesterday about this. And like the issue is you have, it's not just rates. It's not just prices. It's both. It's a combination. So we're waiting for them both to get low enough that the monthly payment is what people look at.
Yes.
It's the affordability. It's not one or the other. It's both.
Right.
And so either prices have to drop a lot or rates have to drop a lot. And neither of those has happened yet.
Right.
We're seeing like a modicum of improvement.
Right.
It's not like it's not dramatic.
Right.
But as well, the market's back at all. But it's more than I would have expected for November.
Right.
So that's just a mix of clients that I have, and maybe you too. But it's something. And my business partner's got a little going on. I've got a little going on. That wasn't going on in August. So it's more happening. So. Anyway.
Yeah. And so punchline is based on this data from a private company. Again, this is not the government data, that we should be getting today, but just based on the information from this one private company and their massive layoff. But we're seeing this at UPS, Facebook. I mean, there are a lot of places that are having pretty massive layoffs. So I meant Amazon, not Facebook, although I'm sure Facebook is not hiring. But anyhow. So
moving on,
we will.
That's enough said.
Yeah,
enough statistics, but it's helpful for people. You know this already, and I've blogged about this. I've talked about this for years with people that I've tried to teach. Wherever you go, and you may get it as well. I don't know for sure with your industry, but I get it all the time. Like, how's the market? Because people want to know how their house is doing, or
Right.
should they buy or should they sell. Everyone's interested, even if they're not in the market, they kind of want to know how it's going.
Right.
It's one of those topics of conversation that is kind of inherently interesting
For sure.
for adults.
Yeah, fair enough.
For
Yeah.
adults. If you're a certain age, you kind of want to know how it's going.
Right.
And if you own property, you certainly want to know.
Right.
Is it going up or down, or
Right.
what's happening,
Right.
or flat, which is
Right.
kind of the case right now.
Right.
But it certainly has dropped, and like it's kind of leveled out. It's
Right.
still dropping a little. I would say it's not like this, but it's like kind of
Yeah.
not as steep a curve, I guess.
Well, the prediction is that what would happen is that as rates continue to drop, demand will increase,
Right.
and then home prices will potentially stabilize and start to.
That's what we
back up
hope.
possibly.
That's what we're hoping for. I just don't want it to go crazy like it did before, because that
No way.
then prices so many people out.
Well, the reason why that will not happen is because money will never be that cheap again.
That's true.
At least
Fair.
in the next couple of decades.
That's fair.
I mean, unless there's another black swan COVID event.
Well, the other thing I guess I could mention, and I don't want to get too long on our real estate segment, but one of the things I would mention is that I don't know if most people think about this, but one thing that drives prices up is cash buyers.
Yes.
And so if you have fewer of those coming, the prices are not going to go as rapidly up as they did like during COVID.
Yes.
When you have people cashing out of New York, California,
Exactly.
Florida, wherever, and they're bringing cash here and paying
Yes.
cash for a house,
Yes.
then there's no appraisal issue.
Yep.
And it sets a new bar.
Yes.
Each time it's just ratcheting it up so fast. And that's what happened over and over again during COVID.
Right.
And we're not seeing that right now. We're not seeing a lot of investment activity. There's some, sorry, bonk the table. But, there's some, but it's not not much.
Right.
But on the lower end, you're seeing a little of that, but not much investment.
Just funny enough, I am seeing investment rates in the 6s now.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll start seeing more.
Yeah.
I mean,
again, the cash flow or even break even on investment is really tough. I mean, 5s maybe makes a little.
It's all conditioned by how much you're putting down. I mean, if you're financing 100 versus 500, it's like make a big difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, but yeah, cash. Not as many cash buyers. Prices are not going to go crazy like that.
Right.
If that starts happening again, all bets are off.
Right.
So
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. And then we'll see what happens again with unemployment colliding with, and you have this,
I still think there's a lot, and I know I did a video about this maybe a year and a half ago, and I know it hasn't changed. I'm not sure statistically we're still at the top of the list for this, but back then I think I talked to you about it. Austin had the most pent-up demand of any market in the country. That means buyers on the sidelines who want to buy, but they're waiting. And that's still the case. Most of them are still waiting. The vast majority of them, I think, are still, 80%, I bet, are still waiting.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Next year could be great.
I would consider myself in that category.
Right.
Honestly.
Because you've thought about selling, buying, and
for sure.
doing all that. So
I'm just not going to do it right now.
No, I don't blame you. And that's one thing about both of us. We'll say this for the benefit of the audience. I mean, that's how we handle our business.
Yep.
If it's not a good time, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I had a client that had to sell the other day. If they want to sell their house, they're going to have to bring $70,000 or $80,000 at closing. I'm not going to price it insanely high and have it just sit on the market so I can collect potential buyers.
Right.
Like there's so many, but even so, I wouldn't do that in good times either. You just tell people the truth and let it fall.
Yep. Yeah. Very good.
So let's move on.
Very good.